Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show on 94.7 The Pulse. Music, interviews, news, and, well, Two Blokes Chatting. Now, here are the two blokes.
'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've travelled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Tullamore, Seymour, Lismore, Mooloolaba, Nambour, Roochdore, Kilmore, Marillaba, Birdsville, Emmaville, Wallaville, Connemara, Connemara, Strathround, Proserpine, Alladala, Darwin, Gingin, Nilliquin, Muckdilla, Wallamilla, Bougainville, Cumberland, Ramakiller. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man.
Yes, indeed. It is I've Been Everywhere, man. It is regional roundup time. It's 14 minutes to 11 o'clock. Rob, we go to lots and lots and lots of places on this radio segment, and I am absolutely thrilled to go to this one. It is the town of Charlton. I started my teaching career there in 1984. It's Charlton. And we are fortunate to have the company of the publican of the East Charlton Hotel, Greg Towers. Good morning to you, Greg.
G'day, Neil. How are you?
Doing very well indeed, and I don't think I mentioned this to Rob. Under other circumstances, some years ago, it might have been, hello, Mr. Butler, given that I was a teacher at your school when you were in Year 8.
Correct, Mr. Butler.
No, let's not do that anymore.
Who's the old one now?
Yeah, Rob's grandson was also in the same class. No, that's not true. Hey, Greg, thanks for joining us on Regional Roundups. I said to you during the week when we organised this, this is an opportunity for us to learn a little bit about the town and what's going on and so on. Tell us a bit about Charlton.
Charlton, we're on the Calder Highway. We're the halfway mark between Melbourne and Mildura. We've got a Travellers Rest, like in the heart of the town.
Which is a nice way of saying toilet block.
Yeah. To work there. Last time you were there, we've got a nice little picnic facility there which overlooks the river with a swing bridge, and yeah, it's a really nice setup, barbecue. And right there is where the ensuite
facilities
park is.
Yeah, that's it. And right next door, well, not right next door, but almost immediately adjacent to the East Charlton Hotel in the main street. The town is obviously a little different to when I lived there, but fundamentally still supporting agriculture in the prime, I guess. Yeah, that's right. We're predominantly grain and sheep. That's what keeps us going. We've got the grain silos right in the middle of town as well, which is a bit of an iconic view when you come over the Quarry Hill.
Agriculture has diminished not in size and production, but the number of people that are required to make it happen, and that's affected a lot of those country towns up there. The population-wise in Charlton, has the town changed a lot over the years in how many people actually live there and what outside of agriculture is happening in the town to keep them occupied?
Yeah, I've sort of got a fairly good first-hand view of what it used to be. I left Charlton when I was 14, so in 84, back when Mr. Butler was...
And let's just be very clear, it wasn't because of my teaching.
Yeah, but I've recently come back. I bought the pub in November last year, and so yeah, it's a fairly big change. There was about 2,500 people, I think, when I left, but it's down to about 1,000. But it's got a good vibe about it at the moment. It's going well. But there's plenty. The harvest has been fairly good the last couple of years, which is a big bonus for everyone.
I also heard a radio interview during the week with a bloke, I can't remember his surname, can't remember his first name, it doesn't really matter. He's a real estate agent over at St Arnaud, which is not only probably the closest reasonable sized town, but also the evil enemy on the football field. And he was talking about the fact that there are a significant number of folk coming up to St Arnaud, Charlton, Wedderburn, those sort of towns that are nearby, buying houses because they're super affordable, and moving out of Melbourne, and being only 3.5 hours out of Melbourne, can do the commute for work if and necessary, for a week or a couple of days or whatever. Are you seeing a bit of that happening in town?
Yeah, we are, Neil. Yeah, there's plenty of that. We've had a few things happen sort of in the last couple of years in Charlton, which one of them is OK Motels, which is a music festival, which dragged a heap of people, 500 odd people from Melbourne come out and just experience the country and enjoy some music. And they come out and they love it, and a heap of them there's been a number of them that have been talking about or have bought a house in Charlton or in the surrounding area because they just like probably the slower pace and getting away from it all.
And on that theme too, there's been a lot of talk lately about struggling to find employees in the agricultural industry, certainly harvest and crop planting time, tractor drivers and the like. Is that a bit of a problem for farmers? Is there enough workers at those key times of the year?
We have, I think across the board, every community out here, and we do struggle. There's, we struggle to find staff in the hotel and the farmers alike, but I think back when we had heaps of backpackers and that around, it was probably a fair bit easier. Yeah,
I've been banging on for a long time about the fact that people who are living in city and probably have a job they don't like the congestion of it, but are not really game to leave for fear of what the future might be. But towns like yours provide an incredible lifestyle. There's all the facilities that you'd need. There's so much more of a community feel, and it's just that surety of employment for 12 months of the year is the problem, because not everyone can commute backwards and forwards from that far. But your town, like many, I'm sure, would offer someone a really good tree change from a Melbourne lifestyle.
Absolutely. There's plenty of work out here, whether you're a tradie, a handyman, want to be a farmer. We've got the feedlot out the road, and we've got a lass that actually works for us on a Friday and Saturday night that come from Melbourne that had never ridden a horse before, and that's what she does for a job. She's a pen rider at the feedlot.
Okay.
And loves every minute of it. I just wanted to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city.
And the really good thing about Charlton, and yes, I will bang on about Charlton because it's a great place to be, is it's only an hour up the road from Bendigo. So things like, I remember one day I was up there, I needed a new shirt, Greg, and the Men's Land store, I went in and spoke to the bloke who was operating it. I said, I need a new shirt. And he said, in your size, mate, there's that one. There was a certain degree of mirth at work on the next day when I went in wearing the last shirt in my size in Charlton. But, you've got Bendigo only an hour away, which does seriously have all the things that you require in the event that you need them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice, easy drive too.
What would it be roughly to buy a house in Charlton now? A 3-bedroom, either brick veneer or old-fashioned weatherboard. What are you looking at?
Probably around 200, I'd say, and around that number.
So if you were living in Melbourne and your house might be worth, I don't know, 800, $1 million.
Yep.
And you really don't like living there and your life's shitty, sell the bloody thing, go to Charlton, buy 2, have a fantastic lifestyle, probably a variety in work. Greg, I imagine you could bounce between jobs depending on the time of the year, but you could go and work at the pub for a while and go and drive a tractor for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many opportunities across the board.
You got to be a teacher there.
No, I would encourage people, I've said it before, think seriously about it, because the lifestyle that you get in the country, the sporting facilities, the community feel of the joint, just pack up and go. It's a great thing, and your town sounds like another great destination. Don't wait. Today's the day. Do it.
And you can stand in High Street, and on one side of the road you've got the East, which we do have to talk up because it is a really nice pub, and an old-fashioned pub with a photo of Graham Teasdale on the wall wearing that brown suit because the Brownlow medalist comes from Charlton. But across over the road, directly over the road, is the bakery, and they do the best pies in regional Victoria. Greg, we've got to get going, but thank you so much for your time on Regional Roundup. We'll chat soon.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Good on you there. He is Greg Towers, the publican at the East Charlton Hotel.